What is up, YouTube? Today we're going to be going over man blitzes and just a simple man press. So we're going to start on the hard ones. It's going to be pitch buck. I'm going to go ahead and set this blitz up. If you guys want to know how to do this blitz, if you don't know already, drop a like on this video and I will show you exactly how you can set this up, as well as a little bit of coverage behind it too. So we're in trips tight end. We're in the Oakland offense. I've been trying out stuff in the Oakland offense, just going against random opponents online, seeing how I can attack their defense or whatever the case may be. But in pitch book O, there's one thing I want to really start off. That's man assignments. There's only 4 people that are being manned up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 routes being ran on the field. Now, of course, you can account for the user. Say the user, generally what they're going to do is they're going to hop onto the safety because they expect you to block your running back or even your tight end as well. And that just frees up their safety, the user, to roam wherever it pleases. So we're not looking to block this blitz. It's a mistake you gotta stop doing. You gotta look to dot it up real quick. In this case, B is always open. B, snap, throw. Now, if we were to a rat catch instead of a possession catch, and you have somebody that's fast enough, that's going to be a touchdown every single time. Again, we'll do this one more time. Oops, come on. Snap throw to B. With the pass lead to the inside, and off the races we go. Touchdown. Now, that may be a little different because we may not be that close to the end zone or whatever the case may be. But still, the same principle applies when attacking any kind of man blitz or a cover 0 blitz behind it. There's literally no difference whatsoever. Say they were to change it up and do something like this, where they man up their safety to their slot receiver. If we start noticing that, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I might put Y on a streak and then drag B just to help clear out that deep zone and throw it. Touchdown. Bam. Dot. 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 It's really, really simple, guys. This is against mid blitz. This is against pinch buck O, pinch dog 2 press, pinch buck 3, or whatever the flip it's called, the cover 3 version of it. Even in any 3-4 blitz for that matter. 3-4 bear included has pinch buck O, send 7 at you. Same principle for big dime 1-4-6 to send 7. Same thing for dollar. Same thing for 4-4, 4-3. Anytime they're sending a heavy 7-man pass rush at you, it's a matter of getting it out in time and quickly. You have to make a split-second decision who you're throwing to as soon as the ball is snapped. If you wait 1 second, you're sacked. If you wait 2 seconds, you're sacked. You throw it within a half a second, you got a dot, you maybe got a touchdown as well because they did not cover everything on the field. Generally, in a pinch buck O look, we're not looking for touchdowns. Almost seldom are we going to look for a touchdown. We're looking for whatever may get open at the time. So in this case, it's B. Snap throw to B, and off to the races we go for a touchdown. This is going to apply for mid blitz. I'm already saying this again. This applies for any kind of 7-man pass rush. It's going to be whether it be zone, whether it be a man or cover 0, cover 2. I don't really care what the blitz is going to be that's sent at me. It's all the exact same. You can't cover everything. That's just simple logic right there. Don't look for deep bombs unless you can get the protection down correctly. Look for check downs and take them in a heartbeat. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about cover 2 press. We're going to go into 2-3-6. Just go keep it simple. Cover 2 man. We're going to stick into this trips tight end right here. And we'll stick into double NCL. So we're going to go ahead and press right off the bat. There's a bunch of routes I could give you guys right now. I'm not gonna go over every single route. If you guys want a specific ebook, check out Mastermind for that. But I'm gonna give you guys about 3 or 4 routes. First off, hitch. We're gonna start our way from probably least effective to most effective. We'll end on the comeback routes and motion routes as well. So we're gonna go ahead and put B on a hitch. Now the reason that this is probably the least effective route, I'm gonna go ahead and put Y and X in the streak just to clear that out. The reason this is the least effective route is because of the animation you're going to get. I'm going to go ahead and low point hitches all day long against man coverage. I really don't care. Now I'm going to hop off that corner so he actually plays man coverage. But we're going to low point it. I'm going to let you guys see what ends up happening right there. Dot. Now, that's a beautiful animation. That's what we want to happen. But most often, that's not going to happen. So we're going to do the same thing. I'm hoping I can get a little bit better of a trash animation than that. But low point, There we go. So you guys got the two different animations you're going to see on the Hitch. That second one, the one that we just saw, is the one that you're going to see most often. That's going to get you a gain about 2, 3, whatever yardage it may be. It's very small, and that was a possession catch. That was not a rat catch. So realistically, that possession catch, he should just drop to the ground. The way it is this year, he runs forward, runs backwards, I guess, for 2 yards, and you don't gain as much as you could have. The next one, the second from the bottom, is going to be curls. So we're going to go ahead and just do everything else the same, or instead, this time we're going to put B on a curl route. We'll go ahead and press, and we'll look for B. Again, low ball. Now this does require time. You can see right there he gets pressed, but low point pass, dot. Oftentimes in curls, any kind of press coverage you're going to send against you, curls will tend to get better animations than hitches do. While both of them are going to get you yards, curl just tends to get you better animations. Now, in a regular level cell, sometimes you can motion over this corner route and change it into motion post, though that route doesn't always beat man coverage. We're going to go ahead and press, and this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to put him on a slant, and we're going to motion over. Now, this is probably number 2 of the best routes to beat man coverage. Motion, snap. And he torches it. Now, I want to talk about one thing right there. We're going to go into instant replay for this one particular route we're setting up because it's important to see what's going on. And this is why speed is so crucial in Madden. Whoa. Hello. That was weird. This is why speed is so crucial in Madden in general. So he clearly has beat his man by a few steps. But you notice, if you wait too long on that, let's just let this run at a normal speed. If you wait too long on that, he's catching up. Almost instantaneously is starting to catch up with that receiver. Now, I don't know if they got rid of this bug. I think they did. Apparently they fixed it. There used to be an issue where if the player was resetting his defense when you motion players on offense, you couldn't stop the ball. I think that's been fixed. I don't know. I don't really care about patches because I think they're a joke. But you can see right there, the same thing applies for drag. We'll do a drag this time. Motion drag against press coverage. Snap the ball. You can see right there again. Beats his man that time by a long shot for a gain of, why are we getting tackled when we're going down? For a gain of about 9 yards. In route, same thing. We'll go ahead and press. These routes, any kind of motion route, is not going to get pressed. Right there, we don't. Yay! Yay, it's supposed to automatically flip the route for you. Okay, we're going to put him on an out route instead. We'll do that. We'll play by your games. We'll play by your game. Motion him over. Generally, if you put an in route or out route there, he will oftentimes just automatically flip it when he gets motioned over. Apparently not anymore. But you can see right there, in route doesn't work as well as a drag or a slant. Between the 3, drag and slant are going to be your #1 go-to for any kind of motion routes. Problem with that is, let's say they're not a D-line user and they are a regular user. I'm going to go ahead and put B on a drag, and I'm going to attempt. I'm going to attempt. Come on. Come on. Okay, there we go. I'm like, let me get over. I'm going to attempt to motion this guy over, snap the ball, and then we're going to just bag this with our users. So right here, our users there. While we do have Y open as well, if they press, generally that Y or those dig routes aren't going to get open either. So just be careful with spamming any kind of motioned over routes. If they are using a linebacker or safety, whoever it may be, a good user will pick up on that tendency and eventually just take that away, and then guess what? You're going to be bagged. So just kind of keep that in mind when you're using these motioned routes. Now, I'm going to get out of this formation. I'm going to go try see if we can find a 2x2 set or even doubles. And we're going to get into comeback routes. That'll work. Perfect. Curl combo. We're going to change this up, though, to have comeback routes. Comeback routes are the #1 man-beating routes, even against press coverage. So, go ahead and put X and B on a comeback route, and I'm going to go ahead and just drag Y, drag A, I might just streak RB, just make sure we get everything to work properly. And we're going to either look for X or B in this situation. It kind of just depends on how well the corners are playing it. And so let's just go ahead and snap this ball. Now right there, we just get insane amount of pressure, but you can see rat catch, dot. That's going to be on both sides of the field. Now, do keep in mind this is probably going to be best when the ball is in the center of the hash marks. If it's favoring one side of the field, maybe run an inside zone or a dive, and just get yourself to the center. So again, we'll go ahead and come back route X and B, drag Y, drag A, and just streak RB. I don't really know. This is not a route combo I would ever run. But just to give you guys an idea, right here, X, rat catch, and you could potentially turn upfield if you have, I hate to say this, if you have abilities, you can make better rat catches and in turn get better animations. It's sad. But again, this time we can look for either X or B. B is going to be his route. And that time Mason Rudolph just gets an absolutely horrendous, ugly throw that I never want to see again. You guys get the point though. Comeback routes, keep your eyes open, see how well the corners are playing it, and then throw to whoever is open. If you have dual comeback routes, even if you have a trips tight end, you motion over your slot receiver, and you let him set his feet. You can't motion snap him, and then you hot route him into a comeback route. A user cannot guard 2 comeback routes. It's impossible. They will not be able to do so. So just kind of keep that in mind with the motion snaps. If you start motioning over people continuously, maybe just work in those comeback routes, let them set their feet, and then start throwing some more dots. So this is how I'm going to go about attacking any kind of man coverage, whether it be cover 2 man press, whether it be cover 0, the pinch bucko, mid blitz. I can show you guys mid blitz. It's really the exact same. Mid blitz is a little bit of a different class of blitz because I think it's far easier to attack. We're going to mid blitz right here. A little bit of a bonus tip for you guys. I'm going to go back into trips tight end. Now, generally any kind of cover 0 blitz, comeback routes, max protect out of gun bunch or whatever the case may be. Max protect out of trips tight end, motion over this guy, comeback route, max protect. I don't know, and maybe put Y on a drag or whatever it is. I don't really know. We're gonna go ahead and press. We're gonna pick up the blitz really easily. This time you can see the safeties are coming in. Dot. The same thing's gonna happen on the right side of the field. Now you notice that time the safeties came in on a blitz. This is Madden 20. I don't know when it's going to happen, when it's not going to happen. It's honestly completely random, but you can see both comeback routes. Easy. Really simple to do. Now, in the mid-blitz, I want to talk about the 2-4-5 double A gap. Inside zone. It's impossible to stop inside zone out of 2-4-5 double A gap unless they use your safety and shoot the gap that opens up for you. So right here, inside zone for a gain of 6 yards. Every single time, run inside zone against mid-blitz. Don't question it. Don't try passing against it. Just simply run inside zone. Halfback dive, it's not too good. They're going to get home before you can get the block set up. But inside zone, I just wanted to bring you guys this little additional tip against mid-blitz. Just run inside zone. Slants, motion slants, comebacks, drags, hitches, curls. All those routes, they still work just as effective. But ultimately, inside zone is going to force them out of the 2-4-5 double A gap unless they start using their safety and blowing you up in the backfield. But this is going to be your easiest way to attack mid blitz. Again, it's kind of its own class of a blitz. It's a trash blitz. It's really, yeah, it's not that good of a blitz at all. Hence why very little people use it. But that's going to take care of this video. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and get in the lab. And until next time, this has been T-Meister. See ya.